actually I think more than 230 cities that got some piece of money from this effort to try and provide funds to municipalities to help run an election in a pandemic. What's kind of interesting in this entire setup has been that it kind of fits in with the narrative we're seeing about election law debates overall, which you have a very one-sided view from the people who have problems with how the elections were run, the Republicans, without any Democratic input or buy-in. So with this hearing, for example, there are 5 witnesses. None of them were officials from the city of Green Bay. No Democrats on the committee participated. Now that's a side issue because they've got concerns about social distancing and safety protocols in COVID-19. But there was no real Dem piece or opposing view brought up during this hearing. It's hard to kind of get a full airing of an issue. You're only hearing from one side. Don't forget the kind of lead witness in this hearing was Eric Cardall, a Minneapolis attorney who filed the lawsuit that was unsuccessful to trying to prevent these 5 cities from using these grants. You have to remember he also represented Kanye West in a unsuccessful attempt trying to overturn the Elections Commission's ruling that he turned in his nomination papers too late to make the presidential ballot. He also filed a lawsuit that has now led him to being referred to a disciplinary committee because it was a interesting, to say the least, attempt to overturn the results in Wisconsin. A federal judge said this was a step too far, it's grandstanding. We're going to refer you to this committee. So there's just all this kind of noise that clutters a kind of an interesting question of, is it okay to use private money to pay for costs to run an election? In one of the lawsuits, the one that Cardall filed on behalf of the Conservative Wisconsin Voter Alliance, the federal judge who oversaw that case said that there was an appearance of, maybe some impropriety here or issue of things not looking right, but there's no explicit ban in state law, therefore you're not going to stop cities from using that money. So those questions aren't really being the focus. It's more about these allegations about what may or not have happened, and you're only getting one side in this hearing process.
Rewind. Your Week in Review is sponsored by the Wisconsin Realtors Association, bringing Wisconsin communities to life with great homes, businesses, and neighborhoods. The Wisconsin Realtors Association, the voice of real estate.